Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we are going to cover all of the notes that are located roughly here on the map. So we're going to fly kind of back and forward a little bit, but I'll try to do it as streamlined as possible. And we're starting, well, I already showed the chords, but we're starting at these coordinates. The surrounding area doesn't have too many defining features, but we have the dome for the snow area on our right. And there's a big rib cage behind us. The city is in the distance there as well. But we're kind of here. So in this area, there is kind of a clearly defined path going up here. So you have kind of a mountain rock on this side, mountain rock on that side, creating a path going up here. Again, these coordinates. But you don't really need to go far up the path. What you need to do is just go to the very entrance of the path where you can clearly see it's getting defined by the two mountains. And you want to go to the left mountain, go to the bottom, and you can see that there is kind of some crystallized looking rock right here, and some bushes. And in the bushes, literally right next to the mountain, so you can just hug it if you want to, we have the Diana log number 20 at 16.2 by 51.6. Then for the next note, we want to go to the same location, or we want to start in the same location. So here are the coordinates. And this is just the surrounding area. However, you want to turn towards that big skeleton. So you should see that big skeleton. You should have the snow dome on your left, city right ahead as well. So you want to just head towards that skeleton. And when you get a little closer, about midpoint, you should see that there's that kind of bright colored rock surface here on the right. You want to head on top of that. And if you just continue to head towards Big Skeleton, you should see that on the tip of this, right there in front of me, there's actually a Helena note. Or a dossier, actually, but Helena note, yeah. So this is the Gasbag dossier at 22 by 51.1. So for the next note, we want to move to this location. So now we are at the big rib cage. So here are the coordinates. Not that this is a very difficult thing to spot. I mean, ginormous, but here's the rib cage. So what you want to do is that you want to position yourself so that you have the city kind of behind you on the right. In other words, you want to point towards the rib cage where the rib cage is actually kind of bending kind of overview, like this. And then you want to count. So from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth one, that one, is the one you want to go to. So go towards it, like this. You want to kind of be on the right side, but you don't want to be totally right of it. You want to kind of go where I'm going. And when you land here, there'll be a lot of bushes. And there'll also be some of these kind of plants, yellowish plants with kind of the pointy ends. So just walk to those. And then from here, just, you see the bush that's on the left. So you have a lot of bushes here. You want to go to the one here on the left, or furthest left, because there is nothing more to the left of it. And inside that bush, you find Meiyin note number 1. Literally, if I move back, you can hardly see it. And I opened it. If it's closed, you literally can't see it. But you have Meiyin note number 1 at 26.8 by 53. And just to kind of show you a little better, I'm going to just quickly harvest what is above it, if I'm allowed to. There we go. So here it is, hidden inside a bush. However, from here, we can easily find our next note. So just look to the spine, or not spine, but rib that's to the right of you. The other big one here. Walk towards that one. And you want to go kind of underneath it, where it kind of curves up. You go underneath that. You can see that there is a Helena note here that's a little bit more exposed. And this is Helena note number 11 at 27.2 by 53.6. Then for our next two notes, we want to move to this location. So here are the coordinates. Pretty easy to find because we have the gate to the city right ahead. So the city is right there. So you just need to walk straight. And then you should come to this little lake right here, which is kind of oddly shaped. It's kind of shaped like a crescent with a little tail. But you want to position yourself from here, pointing towards the gate, towards the city. And if you look to your left, there should be this pointy rock alone, standing here alone, right here. And if you look on the bottom of it, you should see that there is a Diana log just sitting here. Shouldn't be too difficult to spot because it's quite bright and vibrant compared to the surroundings. This is number 13 at 23.8 by 44.4. And from here, it's very easy to find the next note. So just look towards the big pointy rock, turn right, and now just follow the side of this rock. So just hug the cliff like this. Just hug it quite a little way. You should be eventually getting in view of that big skeleton that we were at earlier. And if you hug it long enough, you get to this place, where it's a little bit of an opening, this bushy vegetation, where we will find Helena note number 13 at 25 by 45.9. Then for our next note, we want to move back to the same location again. So this is the coordinates of our starting point. We have the gate behind us, right there, the city behind us. And ahead of us, we have that crescent-shaped lake. And this time, we want to go straight forward. It's going to be a little bit of a journey ahead, but it was the easiest way to show where it was, or where the note is. So just continue down this way. You can see there's not really any options apart from going straight forward. So continue going this way. And then you get to this place. And now you can either turn left or right. And you want to turn left. It looks a bit confusing due to all of these weird plants. But as you can see, there is only one way going left. And that's this way. Just go this way. And then you'll get out here. A little bit more open. And now you'll have 4 options. You can either go left. Left again. Straight forward. Or right. And if you count from the left, it should be the second path to the left. So the one that basically goes upwards. The others goes either straight forward or kind of downwards, but you want to go the one that goes the furthest up. And then if you follow this road, you can see you can really only go one way here. And if you just continue following this road, good luck here with all of these things. You should get to this boulder in the middle of the road. Just quick rough coordinate check. Big boulder right here in the middle of the road. And if you look towards this tall kind of cliff, on the bottom of that cliff, as you can see, we find a Diana note. This is number 21 at 21.7 by 38.4. Then for our next note, we want to move to this structure right here. It's fairly close to those structures over there. Here are the coordinates. So the structure, again, there's some bigger structures right over there. And we also have the city and the gate kind of behind us. So if I just go a little bit away, you can see that the structure should be pretty easy to find. It's not tiny. It's not big, but it's not tiny either. If you position yourself so that you have the city behind you, or kind of behind you on the left, you want to enter the building. I'm going to fly through the roof. Enter the building. And then you position yourself like this. So again, the gate should basically be behind you. Go to the right corner up here. And you can see that there's kind of this little extra little corner in here. And that's where we will find Diana log number 12 at 30.4 by 37.6. For the final 2 notes, we are going to start here at the gate. So here's the coordinates of the gate, roughly. And we're going to start by positioning ourselves with the gate behind us. So the gate is right there. And if you look forward, and just a little right, you should see this big rock right here. And what you want to do is you want to just go towards that rock, and you kind of want to go right side of that rock. So like this. And then what you want to do is basically just hug the rock or the cliff. So you can see that you can't really climb the mountain, but you can kind of follow it like this. What you want to do is just follow it. Eventually you'll get to a lot of dead trees. Just continue following it through the dead trees. You'll get to an opening. Continue following alongside the side here. There'll be a lot of dead trees, as you can see. And eventually, you'll kind of come to another, kind of the final cluster of a bunch of dead trees. And again, if you've just followed and hugged the cliff so far, this is also where you should find Helena log number 14 at 30.8 by 47.2. And I'm going to just fly out so you can see where it is from an aerial view. So the note is down there. So here's the rock. The ribs that we were at earlier in the episode is behind us. This is what the surroundings look like. And then for the final note of the day, we will start here at the gate yet again. So here are the coordinates. We want to position yourself with the gate behind us again as well. This time though, if you turn right, it's kind of difficult to see, but there are some text structures in this direction. So just above my pteranodon, you can see there are some text structures. You want to make your way towards those. If I get closer, you'll see them better. So as you can see right here, there's just 2 of these like tech supports, or I don't even know what they are supposed to be. But the one that's the closest to you, this one, if you just go behind that, we find a Santiago note. This is Santiago number 28 at 36.4 by 50.8. And with that, we've covered all the notes for this episode. So if you did find this one helpful, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.